Countdown has begun. So... Oh yeah. Can you hear me? That's weird. There. That'll fix it real quick. Oh yeah. You don't have a thing. I guess I'll add credit in case. No, I can't hear myself. No, I can. Great. You know what? Screw it. Bap. Hey everyone. I was picking up a double audio, so I decided to jump right in. We are back in a very sort of aloof sort of way. There's no Krendar. He is not here this week. But we have Micky. Say hi, Micky.
Yeah. Hey. Howdy.
If there is a secondary audio you can pick up, Micky, can you pick up anything?
No, it sounds fine to me.
Okay, that's good. Because I swore I heard myself, and I'm going up and down my mixer, and it can't be. Hey, Spirit. But yeah, tonight we'll look at more of those memes from that dude. The one with the tip for men guy. And yeah, we'll just play it by ear. Also, heads up, I
Hey,
had
Spirit.
a bit of a wacky of the tobacco, so I'm gonna be a bit out of it. I
Yep.
was a whole lot
You took
worse earlier.
8,000 milligrams.
I smoked a whole
6 hours.
single weed. A single weed. Can you believe that?
It's crazy.
One whole one. But yeah, standard stuff, links in the doobly-doo and what have you and who's it's. And yeah. So, Micky, any news with you? Anything you'd like to share with everyone? What you been up to?
I'm still neither Jewish or Christian, so there's that.
Embraced the word of Allah then, did you?
Sure, yeah, totally. It's such a, leaves such an explosive taste in my mouth,
How 2003 of a joke.
Yeah.
Only the classics here with Micky.
Those were the good years.
No, yeah. I
Or
can't
the
think of
terrible years.
I can't think of anything that was going wrong. The sad fact is, if you'd have said the 90s and then said anything going wrong in the Middle East or in the 2010s, the joke would have still landed the same. It would have still been accurate because the Middle East, it just is.
Yeah.
I wouldn't recommend going there unless you're the biggest douchebag in the world, an Instagrammer who wants to take pictures next to the Burj Khalifa.
Oh, yeah.
But, are they even really human anymore? Some of them aren't. They're AI.
The whole city that's fake and it's just AI people.
Oh god, yeah, there hasn't been a real Dubai in about 10 years now. It's just a big holographic projection. But yeah, let's do the smart thing and go and show Micky what we're going to be making fun of, because apparently you haven't seen the whole video, have you?
Nope.
Oh.
I saw him smoking a bunch of cigarettes, but
And those were cigars. They're far more phallic symbol based. Right away, obviously, we have him with his face tape, of course. 3 minutes, a minute, wiggly boobs. 3 minutes gargling, as you do. So he was standing perfectly still then for what, like 4 minutes, was it?
Yeah.
Just again, as you do. Praise Jesus.
So we're gonna be serious about the Lord's business.
Jesus. I find that water is probably worth more than my weekly shop. This is one of those bottles.
Probably. Like,
And there it is. There's the joke that everyone makes fun of the most. He's stuck in air for 4 minutes. It hasn't been updated. Let's see. Oh, it's white on white. It's hard to read. 7:36. 7:40. Yeah, 4 minutes of just air.
oh,
I mean,
he's in no rush to get wet. You know.
true. Real alphas don't. Need to hurry for
Real
anyone.
alphas take their time, man. They're in no rush.
Plus, I imagine he's more helium than man now at this point, so it just takes him a long time to land anywhere. He's just always
Oh yeah, he
inflated.
just slowly floats down.
Yeah. He's like a escape Macy's Day balloon that's just kind of taken on human form. He's built like a space marine. Oh yeah, that too. You also wipe yourself with banana peel. No, you're
Okay,
trying to
well,
get
hey,
yeah you're trying to get in good shape. I imagine. I imagine there's tons of natural uses for a banana peel. Pratfalls
oh
for
yeah.
one. You know, good alpha needs some good pratfalls. Um, Mario Kart.
So looking at it, bro, we got to go ahead and get in at least 10,000.
Real alphas don't. Real alphas don't cook for themselves.
Oh
Oh,
yeah.
one thing I will say, he obviously takes good care of his body, but like at the very least, at least he is drinking a large amount of water.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, like we all need to hydrate more. Just regular old water. It's too many substitutes. Like I'm drinking coffee right now. I've got an excuse. I need to stop being so silly in the head area. So I'm trying to back to reality. But anyway, this guy, yeah. So he was just lampooned for it, and we're just gonna look at some of the best ones out there. After the ads, this of course. Bro was in the air for 4 minutes. Somebody made a time lapse video of this. Oh yeah.
Well,
that's some that would be some high G basketball from Dead Space then, wouldn't it? Let's see, more ads for AI. Oh yeah, here's the actual 4 minutes. If you notice, he is very slowly moving.
oh yeah.
See if I speed him up a bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh damn, he's in trouble.
Ooh. Well.
He's too big. He's too alpha.
Yeah, look at him. Is anyone gonna challenge him? Who's gonna say,
Yeah.
"Sir, you can't dive"?
Hmm. Haters will say it's fake. Like, this video is just so weird, but I have somewhere his response to it, and it's like the morning routine. It's probably on his page. A lot of this stuff is all just crypto shit and pro AI. The night routine? I've never seen the night routine. Uh-huh. We're not gonna see man-ass, are we? I don't think YouTube would be okay with that. Anyway, he can't hold a candle to your buns there, Mickey.
I hope not.
Yeah, this is him.
Means we have to fight to the death.
who has the
Better glutes.
The better glutes.
Lock in. Tomorrow, we gotta do at least 10,000.
Banana. He eats bananas really weird. He takes bits off. Is he so terrified that people might assume he's that? That's very specific there again. Also, he's like... Did he leave his apartment complex? Like at all? Throughout the whole day? Like, I'm all for going to bed at a realistic hour. I try to go to bed around about midnight, but... Oh, I love his hair. I love his hair bag thing. Oh, bless. He's reading the Bible. Is that the Bible? Yeah, he's reading the Bible.
Oh, isn't he just a hero?
Oh, yeah. See, he's even giving himself a round of applause. You know what? If I wanted to go to this guy for, like, workout
What
routines...
about at 7:34?
I know, it's so specific.
Does he want to get up at 1 a.m. or something?
You get to see, in the first one, he wakes up around about, like, 3:57 exactly. But it takes, like, 3 hours for him in the bathroom with no body hair, no fucking, like, he doesn't even mouthwash. He brushes his teeth. And then he's going outside and he just stares out in the balcony for ages. It's just... This is not a life. This is like some sort of prison sentence shit.
Yeah, it feels like it.
Yeah. And you know, she doesn't smile once. She doesn't seem to have a good time doing any of this. He's just bound to it. What? The color combos that look rich. Oh, God. Okay.
Maybe, I guess, but...
This... No, I don't want to look at the dog. Oh, it's so pro AI. Ugh. No, okay, we can watch nicer things. Like an earthquake. So, have you been keeping up with the earthquake, the Myanmar one? Mickey?
Yeah?
I was asking, did you keep up with the... Have you been keeping up
Oh,
with
yeah,
the
a little bit. I
earthquake?
know, like, 1,600 people died. Well, 700 now.
And this is a few hours ago now, yeah.
Yeah.
Just checking something.
But that would be horrible in the middle of the night. Your house collapses on you and you're just pinned to death.
News, I'm Catherine Biarahanga. Let's head to Bangkok.
Very square
And
head
my
on that
Steve.
woman.
Yeah, hi, Catherine. Hi, Catherine. Just in the last few minutes before you came to me, we did have some movement here in Bangkok. Some officers came round and they were asking the relatives of those victims of this collapsed building to go to another area. We're waiting to hear where they're being brought. It could be perhaps for a briefing, but we don't understand what's going on just yet. It's something we are keeping an eye on. Now, this building collapsed due to that earthquake all the way over in Myanmar on Friday. That 7.7 magnitude earthquake, really a significant event that's caused a lot of damage throughout Myanmar. The UN is saying that the
They're in
severe
the
lack
middle of
of
a
medical
civil war
supplies,
right
in
now.
fact, from trauma kits to tents for health workers, is really hindering earthquake relief efforts in Myanmar. They've also said that they've had reports that the military junta launched airstrikes less than an hour after Friday's earthquake, adding that, quote, it's almost as if they wanted to target the people responding to people trapped under the rubble. Now, our colleague...
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's wild. It's
This is attack during a tragedy. That's
yeah. That'll make the people like put down their guns and accept that we're in charge. Let's aim for these Red Cross people. Yeah, that'll endear us to the populace.
Colleagues at BBC Burmese are reporting that the number of people who have died is now around 1,700, with 3,400 injured and 300 estimated to be missing. Now, the epicenter was near the second largest city of Mandalay, but its impact was felt more than 1,000 kilometers away
Is there
here
any
in
footage of it
Thailand.
actually happening?
Reach survivors and the dead. Most of Mandalay, Myanmar's second largest city and home to 1.5 million people, has been reduced.
Jesus, it reminds you of when Port-au-Prince in Haiti was hit by all those tragedies one after another. Like the massive earthquake that hit Haiti, God, what was it, like
yeah.
8 years ago now?
Yeah, about yeah.
Yeah.
2017, I guess. 2018.
Reduced to rubble. After a rare appeal for international aid from the military junta regime, help has started coming in, led by China and neighboring India. Amidst the debris, relatives wait anxiously for any news of their loved ones. Hours after he spoke, his wife was pulled out late Saturday night. But the wait for thousands of others still continues. In neighboring Thailand, rescue workers in the capital city Bangkok have been working for nearly 48 hours to look for those missing.
My team are sending a robot in there, and the rescue team will drop down the robot in the tunnel, and we are gonna scan all the way inside of the tunnel.
Let's see if it's gotten any worse now. Anti-coup partial truce. Yeah, I would hope that there'd be a partial truce after this. Christ. That's just the thing, like earthquakes and volcanoes always are so freaky to me because you can't do anything about them. At best, you run away.
Yeah, at best you know a day or two in advance. Okay, seeing crazy activity, you should all get out of here. But even then, you don't know.
Like, Landon is an expert in this shit, and he's one of the smartest people statistically, I suppose, in the whole world when you really think about it, on this very topic. And, you know, if you asked him, oh, well, what do we do if a volcano happens? He'd like, you get away from it. Like, that's it. It's not very complicated.
You can.
Yeah. What do you want me to do? Wave my science hands
Ash
around?
doesn't get to you.
Yeah. If it's the pyroclastic flow, you might end up like Pompeii.
I'll pray in a giant circle. That'll do it.
Maybe toss a virgin into the volcano to appease
Yeah.
it.
Appease it.
Finally, we have a use for Jared.
No, that would just make it worse. Be the biggest eruption. That'd be like spit it back.
It wouldn't be the volcano anger; it's just all the oils in his skin would just interact like when you have wet metal going into a furnace, and it just explodes out backwards. Like I'm laughing, but I mean, like it's we do. Other than if you know any charities, if you want to do something this summer, maybe go down to Myanmar and help out. There ain't much anyone could do. But let's see. I've got a few things here, but how about? Oh, this is cool. A Wintergarten. Now this looks like something you'd have there, Mickey.
Yeah, I'm not smart enough to design this, but I'd certainly use one to make music.
Have you ever seen them being used?
I've seen this video before, but I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay. I only found out about this recently. I'm like, whoa, this is cool.
Yeah, this took an extreme amount of time, and engineering to come up with this.
He's making a new machine. Hey, Red Eye. Oh, that's cool. Oh, I saw one of your canvases is still in working order. Good to see. It must have sucked you losing out all that material. Talk about weather. It's really cool he can do this, but oh, I love how everything's all nicely organized. It seems like such a convoluted thing to do, like something from a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't tell them to not make it if he can. That's cool. I don't know. I just thought that was decent. But if you've already seen it,
Yeah,
we can. We
could have just used the xylophone.
Exactly.
The mallet, but you know, this is
there's this
better.
This one I follow sometimes on. They're like a teacher, like a music school and a music class, and they just have all these lesser known instruments all around, and they recreate the best soundtracks that were used for each one of them. And for love of God, I can't remember the name of the channel. The new machine can dispense marbles from one outlet and can change pitch. The mechanism is really cool. Oh, I'm here. Let's have a look. Marble Machine 3. Oh, damn. Now, it does seem far less Baroque in its design. Yeah, I'll say.
Yeah, this dude is a genius, I'd say. I mean, to be able to make this.
When I turn this wheel, the marble gate is not dropping any marbles because we have to add some programming profiles first. Click. Let's see what happens now. A marble is dropped. We can play it again. Perfect. So let's add a second profile to the other part of the wheel here. Click, and then we get 2 notes per revolution. Let's try. That was the wrong note. I wonder, maybe it just threw it wrong? That's back to the first note. I wonder what's the problem.
Alright, we're not going to watch the whole thing in full, but we'll bounce around.
This is not good because I want the marbles to fall in the same place.
Like how your brain comes up to the conclusions, you know?
Do I?
Memes.
Or do I? Yes! I've come up with a revolutionary breakthrough for the Marble Machine 3. With one channel, I can drop marbles at different notes.
Oh, dude.
Because of this cool system, we've just deleted half of the channels on the entire Marble Machine. Let me show you how this works. I'm using 4 programming profiles with different heights. The first profile is 11 millimeters. When the profile passes the height of how much the marble is being pushed to the side, and I can use this screw to make sure that the marble hits the second note perfectly. It's important that the flap switches before the marble is dropped. So I
was
made
wondering why it looks kind of like...
These profiles start out...
It looks like felt, doesn't it? Or like denim.
Yeah, a little.
But it makes sense. It'll be all manual if it was like fully metal.
The soft kick drum. With this system, that can be one channel. We misdirect the marble to hit the soft felt pad to get the soft kick drum sound with the height of the programming profiles. Genius. And it doesn't end there. We can do the same for the bass. In this Animusic video, they play the same string hard and soft.
Oh, that
On
looks...
the bass guitar, we can have the straight marble playing soft.
Yeah.
Boom.
That looked so trippy. That looked like... But that was an actual thing. That was like a real-life object, that instrument we just saw there, right? It looked like those sort of 90s demo 3D animation videos they used to put out.
And the misdirected marble playing like a slap. Like boom, down, boom, down.
I want to actually see him use it. It's not ready yet, you know?
I feel like I found my machine again. When people stop me on the street, they say like, we're so happy that the machine is small again, which is so fun to hear that feedback from people who watches the channel.
Yeah, I mean, look at that and the difference, and he just compacted it into this thing. It's just wild. And who knows, maybe he can find a way to make it even, like, smaller.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some brilliant shit. Anyway, what's this? Activision AI. Oh, please let this be making fun of it.
Activision
Yes.
promoting Guitar Hero, Call of Duty, and Crash Bandicoot mobile games that don't exist. What? Ew. Why would you do that? Yeah, no, they unironically put out an ad. That's an Activision AI ad for Guitar Hero Mobile, which is a game that doesn't exist. Look at the speakers. Look at them all smeared. We're putting out AI ads for games that don't actually even exist now? Is that what we're doing? What the hell is that? What the hell is that? Bro. Guys, I just have to... I have to
I'd
show
play
you the
that,
latest
Crash for all.
character added to...
I'm a big Crash Bandicoot fan, but, like, yeah, I'm so glad they finally included this character. The one that has a bird or wing for a hand.
Crash Bandicoot universe. Whatever that is. Whatever the hell that is. Yeah, so I can at least understand when like people are like, oh man, oh Jesus Christ, what is that face in the top right? I was gonna start a monologue and then I noticed that shit. What is that shit? Stop it. Stop doing this. AI looks bad, guys. I know this is really difficult to understand when you're like a corporate person being like, how do we save enough money? Your product looks like shit when you do this to it. Everybody hates it. You get laughed at on the entire internet. It looks...
They don't care because they think in time technology will eventually, like, surpass human talent. And it won't. But it might get something cheap enough and acceptable enough that it'll just become... Yeah, it's made with AI, but so what? Everything is these days. And we'll just kind of drop it, which is what they're banking on.
We'll accept it.
Yeah, we'll just shrug and go, yeah, this is inferior and it's costing people money and it's not even doing what they're saying it's doing, because pretty soon they'll try to find a way of making, I don't know, AI people, but which I know they're already trying to look into. And don't worry, I'm not going to start a weird conspiracy theory. I mean, something like just having someone say a few lines into a mic and then an AI will just create the entire thing. Because I've already seen.
Oh yeah, they can probably do that soon enough.
Yeah. I saw a YouTuber try to do this where he was an AI program. He was like a VTuber, so probably Twitch, and he was rewatching all of his old stuff, and then it played Minecraft while he was talking, and like the dialogue out of him was just like, it was just pure gibberish all the time. But it's early days for that tech, and pretty soon they could fix that. Will it be as good? Hell no. Will it be here enough that we'll just kind of go, right, no point doing anything about it? Yeah, probably. Isn't it a fun day today?
Yeah, I'm waiting for when we can have whole movies and just whatever character, or put my friend in this 2-hour movie or whatever. Make it The Godfather, but it's just Lev. All the characters.
Oh, they'd already start doing that by putting like a really bad CG face on everyone. The ones that will like shift and move. It's very off-putting. Yeah. Here, Japan's most underrated food.
This hole in the wall in Japan has everything. Incredible curry udon, the world's largest spoons, and a mystery box full of
We
mystery.
already watched this one, but he's put out some new stuff over the past few days, so... I was scammed by old ladies in Japan. Hell yeah.
Sometimes things in Japan aren't always what they seem, and expectations can lead to disappointing realities. This is coffee.
It's like the Fire Festival sandwiches. Which, of course, they're remaking Fire Festival.
A cute little coffee shop that's been serving the community for 900 years, probably, maybe not. And I love places like these where you can just feel the history in the air. And their sandwiches were looking pretty hearty, exactly what I needed. As soon as you enter, the vibes hit you all at once. It's packed with suits on their lunch break, and a team of Grandma 1 and Grandma 2 are blasting through the line with confidence and nimbleness, all while maintaining that legendary level of Japanese customer service. The total time of picking a sandwich, paying, and finding a place to sit only took about 15 seconds. Now let's be honest for a second here. I don't think anyone's going here because they think it's the best sandwich or coffee in the city. They come here because it's comfortable, and there's nothing wrong with that. But this just might be the most egregiously front-loaded sandwich I've ever seen in Japan. A peek inside reveals a 1-ply toilet paper sliver of tomato and 1 1/17 of a cucumber slice, as well as mayo conveniently placed on the side of the sandwich for whatever reason.
Well, Jesus, that was effort put into making it as cheap as possible.
Yeah, that's...
Ironically, more effort went into it than making it into a good sandwich.
Yeah.
And that looks like something you'd see in fucking what's the name of it? Like if you're on the in the train station waiting for like the subway or something, and you pick up just a crappy sandwich.
Yeah.
Redar.
Whoa! Returns.
And yes, you did get the timing wrong.
Why?
I mean, I don't believe it. Lev told me you got hit by a train and bled to death.
He did.
Yeah, but I got better though.
Oh,
I got better. Yeah, it's 4:30. Hello?
So yeah, fuck, I started early. It's been a busy, very marijuana-based day, okay? I'm surprised I'm even not just tap it out for this one.
Marijuana.
Gotta reorganize your camera. Then I gotta do Mickey's.
Very fitting thumbnail, by the way.
Yeah, we already went through it, but I still haven't found the video of him responding, which is hilarious because he doesn't actually, he doesn't get that people are making fun of him rather than trying to steal his shit.
Yeah, he's like, everybody's trying to copy my style. It's like, no, we're just making fun of you, bud.
Yeah. I saw one, like,
even Final Fantasy 14 is making fun of him.
I saw...
Or at least one of the actors, yeah.
I saw... I think if you scroll down, you're able to find, like, Wendy's throwing shade at him. Don't hold me on that, though, but I know I saw her throwing shade at somebody today. Like a big name.
Well, I posted something like that yesterday, but I don't think it was them throwing shade at a person. Let me double check it, though.
Anyway, how are you?
Wendy's, whoever runs the Wendy's Twitter is absolutely sassy as fuck, though.
Well, they have to be, don't they? It's now...
Do they?
Now, well, yeah, they've kind of started a trend.
Oh, I mean, yeah, it is a precedent, but I'm just saying, like... That's the thing. Let me see. Well, the one I saw was just them throwing shade at a tire company.
Oh. That doesn't count.
Which threw shade at them first, so...
What happened? I've got to kill time when I'm getting cameras ready. So.
Some company called Falcon Tire, which I've never heard of before, but... They had a tweet saying, with all due respect, imagine having Wendy's for lunch. And Wendy's is like, with all due respect, imagine doing social media for a mid-tier rubber company. Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everyone's cameras.
I don't really have much reason to be following the doings of rubber companies, so, you know.
So, anyway, how are you? How you been doing? Any news?
Yeah, a little under the weather, but nothing extreme.
Yeah. Thought the ice rain got your place.
I don't know if it started yet. We still have power, so. By the way, we gotta get Red back on one of these days.
Red Eye, I think he's coming in next month, isn't he? I gotta check. If not, yeah, sure.
I don't remember.
Stay on.
I should grab a drink anyways. I'll be right back. Actually,
no,
I got some time. I'm gonna have a quick brekkie.
You know, we're live for like 35 minutes.
Huh?
We're live right now, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, because you started too early.
Yeah.
Never mind.
No, if you want to go, we can...
Yeah, we're...
All right.
Go and have brekkie.
I'll have it after then.
All right. Yeah, I time zone fuck uppery. got me all fucked up because
Yeah.
now we have the time zone as well. So yeah, now thinking of it. Plus, I've been a little bit preoccupied with the Earth Mother, so to speak. So
I get it.
you didn't watch
Is that
Jeff
a weed
Holiday?
thing?
Jeff Holiday back in the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So here's actually here's Sir Steve-O.
Oh, Michael, it's Mother's Day. I just love Mother's Day.
Oh, Mother's Day, Kathleen!
Yes.
Everything is Mother's Day, Kathleen!
Yeah.
Mother's Day this and Mother's Day that! How can there's no Father's Day, Kathleen?
There's Father's Day every year.
It's the first I heard of it, Kathleen! How come I don't get presents then for Father's Day, Kathleen?
Well, probably because your children hate you.
That's disgusting, Kathleen!
Look, Michael, I just want to know, did you even bother to get me a gift or something?
So why would I get you, son? You're not my fucking mother, Kathleen!
Well, obviously not.
She didn't I get you them box of roses, Kathleen?
Yeah, 14 years ago, Michael, for Christmas.
But sure, they're still good, Kathleen. They're in the price.
Michael, thank you so much for all the hard work and effort. You
That's the
always
spirit,
did.
Kathleen.
You even managed
You're
to
learning.
forget to get me flowers.
Flowers, Kathleen. Sure, isn't there flowers there in the garden? Go and fucking pick them.
Oh, Michael, it's Mother's Day. I just love Mother's Day.
Gotta love how
Mother's Day, Kathleen.
gotta love how not only do we have two sets of subtitles going at once, but one of them has to tell us exactly which word we're on at any given time. The ADHD is worse than ever. The kids are not okay.
No, but then again, we're the cause, so can you blame us?
Yeah.
Are we? Are we?
We ruined their generation.
We've
we?
ruined everything.
Somehow.
Oh,
I
The
think they
wealthy
ruined it
did, but they'll
themselves.
blame us.
All right, remember Spotto?
Yes, I need to be right back. Go ahead and run it anyway, though.
Here's his response to the tips for men guy. Nice T-pose. Mickey, I imagine that's how you wake up each morning.
Yep.
Most likely sleeping on a bed of like overweight raccoons and tin cans.
It was a groundhog, but I haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah.
A bunch of garbage and left.
Yeah, you use a possum as like a bathroom towel.
Doesn't sound very useful.
When it bites you, it's not.
I like how he actually damaged his mask for the bit.
Do not consume.
Aww.
That probably tasted horrible.
Pair of the world's douchiest sunglasses times 2.
Code Spotter gives you 10% off. The link is in the bio.
I love that.
Was not
That came out of nowhere.
He wasn't going to do the whole bit all day, especially because afterwards he'll just be staring at a car for the next 8 hours in a T-pose next to it.
Nice.
There was one I saw.
Yeah, I saw
like a granny.
No, I heard about the granny one, but I couldn't find it anywhere. It's unfortunate because it sounded pretty funny.
Let's see. This is from the best website in the world. No.
Brown, black, white, gray, cyan, cyan, cyan. Come on, man. Come on, man. Ow. 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 Purple. Brown.
Out of nowhere again.
I think
Also, why is this thing wanting to pronounce cyan incorrectly? What's up with that?
Sadly, he was saying close to the old country name for Thailand, wasn't it?
Black.
Cyan.
White.
Siam.
Siam.
Gray.
Close.
Cyan. That's how he's.
Cyan.
That's how Kermit would say it. Cyan.
Cyan. Cyan.
Yeah.
Sion.
Sion.
That's weird.
That don't line up right.
Why does it accept that one? So weird. Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Cat attack out of nowhere.
Why did you say cyan? Weird. The cat just starts laying into him.
Yeah. Language police.
God's Chosen Cat Park greatest video ever. Okay, this is. I think I was in a very deep stoned mode when I tagged some of these. March 23, summer, day 2025, day 2. Then a bunch of dice. Or 3, God's Chosen Cat Park, the greatest video ever, through 59. Carl Hido. Juice Boy. Okay. I hope the cat's okay. I don't want... This is gonna be a bunch of cats.
What's up with the music?
I don't know. I don't know.
Is this like purposely the opposite of the most fitting music for this kind of thing?
Yeah, maybe it like comes back around and becomes ironic, or maybe the music soothes the cats. I muted it.
I mean, who knows?
Well, yeah.
Because who knows, right? Yeah.
Right. So, okay. So this was recommended. Have you noticed that YouTube's been throwing out some really weird recommended ones? Yes, same
I've
here
noticed
too.
that.
I haven't noticed because I very rarely ever even look at them.
Yeah,
I've noticed you get a lot of smaller channels, and I set weird channels that remind me of myself, and I'm like, okay. It's
Smaller
another
channels. That's good news for me.
I haven't noticed any increase on any particular videos on my end, but for the most part, yeah. Oh, is there going to be more Tesla bullshit? Please say yes. Oh, it's rusting again?
Actually
still muted? Yeah.
Yeah, they are. And
Nice.
you're not going to believe what Tesla has to say about it. So owners are posting images of rusted and corroded spots on their Cybertruck.
I think it gives it more
This
character.
is only days.
Whoa, hold on. That wasn't a rusted or corroded spot. That was like 2/3 of the car.
Yeah, that's real. That's
It looked
bad.
like a
For
slice of
like a
pizza.
year.
Yeah. I mean, it does make give him a bit more character.
Simply
I
because
agree.
the stainless steel body of the Cybertruck has
Isn't.
no clear coat. So while it might be bulletproof, there's nothing on the stainless steel to protect it from corrosive chemicals or just water. You can actually find stuff about this in the Cybertruck's owner's manual. Tesla's basically saying that you have to remove any kind of materials that are left on the stainless steel exoskeleton, and if you wash it, you have to dry it immediately or it could start to rust. And you can see right there, that
Nice.
blue note, Tesla is basically saying to expect your stainless steel exoskeleton to start to change color and rust over time. This truck was made our
I should...
Way to cut himself off mid-sentence in his
Well,
own
it
video.
is a short. You meant to watch the whole video, but who got time for that?
No, I'm saying it ended halfway through a sentence.
Well, yeah, but a lot of them do that. Have you not noticed?
I have, and I'm making fun of them for it. But I guess Elon's lying to us because, as far as I understood, stainless steel was supposed to be rust-proof naturally on its own, which is why they call it stainless. But I guess,
Yeah, that's what I assumed.
so I guess it's not actually stainless steel he's giving us. He's just calling it that, which is easy to believe, actually.
I mean, there's probably some legal loophole, or maybe there isn't because he's so inept. and there's one of his many lawsuits against him. Like, people can't even sell that thing, and no one will insure them. They're just giant piles of money that have just been set on fire and don't have the courtesy to die, just mocking their owner every morning. They go downstairs and they just see that pile of money just burning endlessly.
When you said doesn't have the politeness to just roll over and die, I thought you meant the owners.
It can be the same. It's a big enough fire for both of them.
It's true.
Speaking of, does this Trump token contain gold? ?
The sellers of this token claim it is
Probably not.
plated in gold. I decided to do a chemical test to see if this is true, and also to see what other metals
This
the
guy
token
isn't
might contain.
Red Nile,
All right,
but
first we're going to
it's
place
kinda
the
like
token
Red
in a
Nile.
petri dish, and then I'm just going to add some nitric acid.
Nice. You're acid.
Oh, I'm noticing an immediate color change. This makes me suspect that the token contains no gold because gold doesn't chemically react with nitric acid. Hey, look, an orange gas is being given off. And there's a bunch of green stuff forming too. Both of these observations are consistent with the token containing copper metal. That's because copper metal reacts with nitric acid to form orange-colored nitrogen dioxide gas and green-colored copper-2 nitrate.
You're
But
just
hey,
taking his
check
skin
this
tone
out.
off.
There's a thin film of undissolved material right where the image of the face
De-bronzer
is.
going
This
on here.
material is very likely gold. Remember, gold doesn't react with nitric acid, and it doesn't dissolve in it either. So I guess the token did have a gold plating after all, but it sure is thin and small. Okay, so we have some evidence this token contains copper and a tiny bit of gold. Let me show you some evidence that contains at least one more metal. And to show you this, I'm just going to add a squirt of water. Oh man, that's cool, isn't it? There's a bunch going on in this chemical reaction. A reddish-brown residue has formed, and when I wash the residue away, I can see a film of copper metal has plated out on the token's surface. I also notice the surrounding solution has changed to a dirty yellow color. These observations are consistent with the token containing quite a bit of iron metal. That's because iron metal reacts with dissolved copper in the presence of nitric acid. In this reaction, the iron metal is oxidized into yellow and reddish-brown products, while the dissolved copper is converted into copper metal. So there you have it. Simply by looking at what happens to this token when nitric acid is added to it, there's evidence that it contains at least 3 metals: gold, iron, and copper. By the way, I want to make sure to say that this is obviously a science channel, and I love doing science experiments. So the fact that you see a particular political figure on this token means absolutely nothing. I chose...
Uh-huh.
Yeah, sure.
The comments,
Actually,
I remember checking, and it was just people hating him because he showed Trump to be a cheapskate.
Yeah, like obviously he's anti-Trump, and is just trying to dodge the idiots.
Mm.
So good for him.
Yeah. Oh.
Of course he's anti-Trump. He understands science.
Oh yeah.
Trumpers don't understand science.
Trumpers are still going on talking about how like vaccines haven't been proven to work and shit. It's like, yeah.
Right, Carl?
Is he completely on the anti-vax?
I think so.
Oh. So
yeah, I know he refused to get a vaccine, and he made videos whining about how restaurants were banning people who didn't have vaccines.
Good. I remember
and he was in favor of people protesting those restaurants and stuff.
Which never happened. Instead, it just kind of went away because I guess the pandemic part of it passed, and now it's just a part of our lives.
Well, we're back to normal as far as restaurants are concerned.
Yeah. But now we have...
and most other things.
Just one more disease in the roster.
Yep.
Oh! Wow! You alright?
Yeah, I think you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, and you're not using a crosswalk.
You're right.
I wonder if this is in Canada.
I mean...
We both made mistakes today. That's how adults do it.
Well, he asked if he's okay, which automatically rules out America.
True. Yeah, it's like, you wrecked my bike! He's just like a bloody mess on the side. Plastic molding incident. Ooh. Oh. Another one of these. There's no audio on this. Oh, let's just go inside the death doors. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
I mean, why would there be doors if you're not meant to go inside them?
Right? Oh, shit.
Did nobody turn the machine off or something?
Yeah. Please, no one fire us. We weren't trained. It's not our fault. There's not even any warning sign like don't go inside the machine when this light is on or some shit like that.
Maybe they just assume that people have been trained to understand that.
First thing you ever show a machine operator, the big red emergency stop button.
Exactly. That's what I was saying.
Yeah. Oh, we've been holding back on this. Charlie weighs in on our sellotape boy.
I'm sure you've all seen this clip by now. This video has over 600 million views on just this one post on Twitter for it. It's probably in the billions of views in total now, and it has spawned a ton of copycats and a ton of memes around it. It is unbelievable how huge this has gotten. This is 2025's Harlem Shake right now, with people dunking their head into water bowls because of that video, which I'll show you in a minute if you haven't seen it, but I need to let you all know you've been schmeckeldorfed. Just like a game of ranked jerkmate in this household, you have been played. But before breaking the magician's code and telling you what I mean, I'll go ahead and show you the video in case any of you haven't seen it, but I'd be surprised if you haven't at this point. This is up there with fucking Gangnam Style in terms of views right now.
Yeah, you just gotta show the whole thing. Might as well.
Yeah, just...
Yeah, we've already seen it at this point.
I actually cannot fight the urge to clown on it, and that is the power of the Ashton Hall morning routine brand. And this is what I mean by you have all been played like a fiddle by this guy. You are literally eating out of his shaved asshole by making fun of him, and thus so am I. It's like a buffet of butt, and I can't help it. It is so over the top and so stupid that people cannot fight the urge to comment on it and make fun of it, which is exactly what his whole channel is dedicated to. I found Ashton Hall like a month and a half ago from one of these morning routine videos, and I went to his page and all...
something like that to that effect when we were first watched it. It's like there was a strong chance that this was purposeful rage bait or something.
It does lean in on it. Like, it's a good way of looking at it, but
it felt a lot like it was a video made to piss people off, or you know.
Well, it's not that I'm pissed off. It's that we're confused and we're making fun of it.
Yeah, but I mean, like, it smacked of something that was trying to get a rise out of people in some way or another. Yeah.
Well, yes. I mean, it is on social media, and it is trying to appeal to a broad enough audience. And now probably like 1 billion people have seen it. So it's great marketing. But I've always just thought that, like, if you look at that channel, it's all dead serious. All of it is. And it's all... It's all...
It felt a bit tongue-in-cheek in a certain way, though. Like, this whole channel might be dead serious, but that's probably just part of the bit.
All of them are just like this, but with slight little variations and tweaks. But the whole idea behind them is to get people engaged, where they make a comment insulting him or making a joke about him, so that way it drives up the views.
Yes,
they share
did.
it with their friends, so they can
Oh, you
all
didn't make a special
collectively
video
laugh
about it,
at
though,
him. He's
no.
like The Room, but if The Room was a person.
But yeah, no, we played our part. Like, like 20, 30 people saw that episode, so that's 20, 30 people who are now more aware of it.
With these morning routines.
We
That's
definitely
the
didn't see it
whole
before
point
we
of his
pointed it
content.
out.
So he has copped the huge W with this blowing up because it's exactly what he wants.
I've got one person. My friend in the spare room there. She showed it to her today, and she was like, "What is this?" See, I'm doing my part.
People to
Your friend
make
in the
fun of
what?
him for these
In the
things.
spare room.
What's that? Oh, the one visiting you mean? Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Claire, I've had her on stream tons of times.
Yeah. I'm sorry, I forgot that you called it that because we call it a guest room over here.
Oh.
So.
I don't think there's anyone out there that thinks these are real, like he actually does these things. He doesn't. He's not getting up at 3:50 a.m. to do 5 sets of wackiness and a little bit of tomfoolery at 4 a.m. And he knows nobody will believe it. That's the whole point. He wants people to just engage with it, making fun of it. And the idea is that the people that are making fun of it will spread it. And of those people that see this content, some might take a deeper dive into Ashton Hall and maybe get his coaching. So it turns into a money-making, business-generating venture by just being the clown that people will laugh at for these morning routine videos. It's super smart.
So we're going to be serious about the Lord's business.
It's so weird that he chose... Like, he's going to watch a religion video, but it's just some ghetto-sounding guy yelling about it rather than, like, an actual priest.
We watched his nighttime routine, which at a certain point, like, he goes to bed about, like, 7 or 8 in the evening.
Isn't that the one where he had, like, steak in the bathtub or something?
Yeah, he was also in, like, a cold freeze where they poured in, like, sea salt into the water. It's maybe it is. Maybe it is. We're feeding into it, but at the same time, like, if it's bait, I'm hardly alone in grabbing it.
The bowl of water is his signature move. That is his fucking Rasengan. You will find that in pretty much every TikTok he's posted that I've seen for these routines. He does that shit like 50 times a day. He's always fishing for excuses to put his head into an ice-cold bowl of water. About to do some business? You know that head's going into the bowl of water. About to play some games over Discord with the boys? Yep, head's going into a bowl of water. You'll hear the bubbles over the mic. Goes to the gas station to fill up his car, he's probably got a bowl of ice water prepared on the passenger seat just waiting for him.
And it's all that particular brand,
tea bags don't get dunked into water as much as this man's head does. Like, it's unbelievable how many videos I've seen of him putting his head into a bowl of water. So that's become like his biggest brand image at this point.
Always ice water, too. Also, where's your socks, buddy? Your feet's gonna stank.
I get calluses. I like calluses.
I got plenty of calluses. I work in a restaurant.
This was another big moment during the morning routine where he defies our understanding of physics. He gets into the air at 7:36 a.m. during his dive into the pool, but doesn't hit the water until 7:40 a.m. Man traveled through space and time while he was up there. Dude had fucking levitate like it was Pokemon.
I mentioned earlier there that even Final Fantasy XIV was making fun of him. Specifically, one of the voice actors posted a picture of, in the latest expansion, there's a moment where his character like jumps off the side of something. So he posts the screenshot of his character jumping off the side of something with 7:36 a.m. and then he doesn't finally fall off of it until 7:40 a.m.
Oh no, this is going to be a new Fortnite routine. Oh, this is going to be... Yeah, I can see this going into Fortnite.
To getting people engaged with it.
Which, you gotta admit, like, yeah, alright.
Why did he shower with his watch on? You notice that?
So look at...
I like how he has the bigger bowl for the evening, for after a shower. Yeah, I noticed with the watch, I guess that it's loose enough that it's able to get
That's
the
probably
water.
just him flexing on the watch. Like, look, here's a picture where I'll grab the towel on my fancy watch. We'll be
Looking at it, bro.
right in the middle of the shot.
At least 10,000.
There's so little joy in this man's life.
You hate to be a bowl of water who sees Ashton Hall walking towards you, because you know your shit's about to get dunked on.
Okay. Okay, maybe I'll reponder that orb on whether or not we're all getting played.
Well, no, we probably are, but you know.
Yeah. Let's go to Ordinary Sausage right now and come back to him later, for he has other stuff too.
Guess who
This is brand
discovered
new.
what
Oh.
herbs are? Now, the best thing about cilantro
3
is that
hours
it
ago.
breaks people down into two groups. Either you find cilantro absolutely delicious, or you did something in a previous life to incur God's wrath.
I find
You're
it okay.
totally right.
I find it okay, so I already defeat him with facts and logic.
Well, that's because you're a strange little boy.
Well, it looks like,
Yeah.
Well, have you ever been to the zoo? Here we go.
Cilantro is awesome.
Oh, my.
It looks like a turd from the Swamp Thing.
But later weary head to rest.
Absolutely delicious is probably a exaggeration, but I think it's pretty
I
good.
think this steak could use a sear. Here we go again.
Ed Sheeran?
All right, let's open it up, see how we did. We got a medium. Here we go. That's a big barrel of disappointment. It's dry and it's bland. It's almost as if we just boiled a steak in water. I think when we cooked the cilantro, it completely muted the flavor. It tastes like
No, when you blended it.
almost salt and pepper beef. So I'm gonna have to give the cilantro steak a 1 out of 5.
I just saw that coming, actually.
Oh, here's the...
Cilantro's a delicate little thing. So the blender probably destroyed all the flavor out of it.
Delicate little thing, then he shows up.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's his response. I knew I had it somewhere. This is the response.
So many videos are being sent to me. Duplicates of
How is this his voice?
This is for the creators that are sick and tired of their work being copied.
Sounds like he's been on T for the past... No, E.
It's okay to be either one, but you have to choose. If you're going to
Or maybe it is T. Maybe he's a trans man.
God has me here to lead,
Who knows?
to follow anyone, so that's what I'm going to do.
Oh my god. Fucking hell.
Now, I'm not perfect by any means. I used to get pissed off.
Perfect?
The running videos, the ASMR with workouts, I'm not going to act like I'm a saint. I used to block anybody who was doing
ASMR workouts used to send him into a rage. Wow. Okay. I'm seeing more about this man that I don't like.
Everything, pretty much.
That was me. I'm blocking them. Screw them. How could they copy my work? I worked so hard for this. What's wrong with this dude? Why do the same?
Why are you
thing?
copying me?
Then I realized, bro, like people follow Jesus. Why? Because he was great. That's a Christian man. Why are you angry if they're following you?
You're not Jesus, buddy.
You're doing something good.
Yeah, there's a little thing called pride. There's one of the 7 sins. Maybe you have it a little bit. Maybe a little bit.
If people are doing what you're doing,
Maybe every video he makes is dripping with it.
you're doing something right. Don't allow this to get you upset.
He won't understand next time he goes to like a club that they're just gonna have like all the big TV screens will switch to show the 4-minute long video of him slowly going into the pool on an endless repeat. He'll probably think it's some sort of flattery.
Right?
Why girls want pictures with him and then afterwards they'll point and laugh as they walked away. Oh my god, it was him! Yeah, I could save these. I could save these women for Jesus. Basically, when Coves gets hit off.
Jesus doesn't need this many women.
All right. What's this? Oh, this is the 4-minute one. Yeah. I respect the effort they put into it, but then someone took it and made it correct, where it is actually 4 minutes.
Oh, like he's constantly in motion for the whole 4 minutes or something?
Yeah, there we are. Oh, this is Alright, this has been confused me. Irish drinking habits in a Meath pub, circa 1980.
Oh,
what?
You can't say that.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, bar and grocery? That's one of the most Irish things I've ever heard.
Yeah, it was grocers and about. I used to, when I was in Dublin working, I would sometimes go and have a pint next door for lunch, and sure enough, the pub was this tiny old thing from like the 1920s, and also doubled up as a music shop. So the bar was in the front, and the music shop was in the back.
Oh, you mean that place in Philly?
Oh, yeah. You still see those fake windows everywhere.
Here I am now in my Nalvey in County Meath. Saving energy for
Why are you
George
blocking
Colley.
the door?
And it would do the whole lot of you a power of good if you would do the same thing. But anyway, what am I here for? Well, one of the big topics of the programme this week has been drink and all that kind of thing. Well, I've been talking about all sorts of theories, but I thought the thing to do was to come and talk to a man who really knows about drink.
Oh wow, I can't imagine a drunk guy staggering out of here and not falling over on this whatsoever. Yeah, like you're just setting up for disaster.
From a purely practical point of view.
What a rude
no
fellow.
friend of mine.
There's two nice empty spots right there that will not get in the way of the fake windows.
Patsy Fagan, the owner of these friendly, hospitable premises. So.
I thought she was going to climb in the window or something.
She didn't know she was in the camera.
Premises. So.
Oh, bless.
Do you think that was actually a random happening, or is that just set up as part of
Oh
the
yeah,
thing?
no, that legit happened. Like she was probably rushing to go over and say that. Oh, have the telly people come yet?
Patsy, the price of drink has gone fierce this last while. What's going to happen to it at all?
Vince McMahon in an early role.
I think it won't make any. I don't think it'll make any matter.
You think not?
It may make it the spread, but to me at the moment, I have what they call a local fake. Last time it up, no one could see us passing max.
If you think this is hard to understand now, at least the pub's quiet. Imagine it's like 2 a.m, you're shit-faced, you're tired, and he's trying to tell you something over a crowd of like 150 old people talking at the top of their lungs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it ain't fun.
The one day wonder that I'll be. Yeah. But round here at the moment, this is a fair agricultural area. Scarce round here.
Show me the prices.
Oh, that's you're throwing a U-light in the situation.
Yeah. Everyone's smoking in the pub back then. God bless him.
That's a different subject altogether.
Yes.
But to what extent does
with cancer
affect the attitude to the price of drink?
None. Never seems they never see them.
They don't care.
Don't care. They have the lolly now.
Young people.
They are getting the lolly, yeah.
Well, there was a joke many years ago about the first time they put some increase on the bottle of stout. He says, "I'll follow it up," he says, "to a bob."
Bob.
Remember that?
No.
How far do you think they'll
follow it up to a bob?
I'm afraid it can't go very much. I mean, it's nearly going to reach now at the moment, sure. The 6 green it is. I'd say it'll go a bit more, I'd say.
Do you think this business is standing round?
How long will the prices rise up before people won't be able to start going to pubs? Well, the fact that all the pubs are still open around here decades later show that no matter how high up those prices will get, people will still find the money to go out and get shit-faced.
That's cost a lot.
It does. I mean, I'd love to see what these prices are right now, and even if you count it in for inflation for 1980s, I can't imagine people were making that much cash in the 80s in Ireland, working like a standard labour job, or they're out in the country, so farming. How much of the percentage of their income was going to a place like this? Like, was it like 50 cents? Was it still, could you get a pint for like £1 or something like that?
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
I think it's a bad thing. Depends on your pocket, sure. You went in and you were only £2 in your pocket now, and 4 or 5 fellas, you know, 4 others, and they have maybe 10 in the pocket. Well, you mean you're only getting a shot from. That's like looking for the credit too.
Yeah.
You're not in the barman. Put them up.
You know what the subtitles just doesn't make any sense.
Right.
And you come in from selfie that enough to go home. And
I kind of follow what he's saying.
That's right, look at it.
That's because you understand the local slang.
I notice you have no sign up there. You know, you often say, "Do not ask for credit," as refuse to make you offence.
No, I don't think that would matter. That wouldn't be offence to some of them.
What?
Refusal. Wouldn't that part of it.
All right, did you follow that part?
Not really.
So the gist there was that he said there are signs up saying they won't give credit, aka you can't just like IOU a barman and then not pay and then leave.
That bar tab thing, yeah.
Yeah. Or even if you know them, you know, you can't just like on the slide just get a freebie. But as he said, that wouldn't stop them. They'd still ask anyway. And it cuts to some of them getting a little chuckle in.
Well, do you think
Are you having a laugh?
Are people drinking more now than they used to?
Oh, yes.
You think so?
Okay.
Hell yeah.
But they have a dispenser. Look, I mean, 10 years ago, the wages that time, so any wage there now was 16, 70 quid, 80 quid a week now.
80 quid a week, Jesus.
10 years ago.
Yes, but everything else is going up as
I
well,
know.
Patsy.
Yeah.
So you think that a fair proportion of that is still going on drink?
Oh, yeah.
In spite of the hard times that we're...
Oh, because of the hard times. Like, people always needed stimulants.
80 quid a week spent on booze is, I feel like it's kind of a lot now, but this was 40 years ago.
No, he was saying that was the weekly wage overall. And then...
weekly, wait. People got paid weekly?
Well, a lot of this would have
That's
really
weird.
been just cap in hand at the end of the work week. Yeah, you'd just be like, I'll go and talk to me boss, and he hands you your money from the strong box, and off you go.
What a strange way to do things.
Outdated, the correct term. Even in the 80s, though, this would be all dying off. Like, a lot of these would have been seasonal labourers going up to work turf and maybe do some, like, farmhandling and such. But, you know, within 10 years, all that land now is so bougie, so overpriced, because it's right outside of Dublin, and that's where all the rich people go to have their fancy houses that they can feel like they're living in a country villa, and then still go drive to work every day out in Dublin. And it's a small county, and as a result, you know, where do the people go? Oh, they just go. Where do they go? They go somewhere west.
Make it go.
Make the poor people go away, Daddy. They scare me. Oh, but no, I think you could have an interview in a pub today like this, and it would still hold up. The amount of fucking money spent on drink, and no matter what they do, the prices just keep rising, and the wages don't.
Hard to imagine all that money spent on drink, eh, Lev?
Yeah, could you imagine? Sick bastards, anyone who's like that. Get your priorities straight. Oh, Jesus.
It's kind of putting a damper in my plans, bro, because, like, he not floating off, and it's just, I was thinking about putting a bunch of balloons on my house, right? And, you know, get a couple companions, a dog named Doug, probably, like squirrels. A bird named Kevin, because come on now. Probably adopt an Asian child, just because, you know.
Slightly large one, who's in like the Boy Scouts.
And I was just going to try to, you know, float up, you know. But, I mean, if it can't even lift him up with all them balloons, I'm probably going to need a lot more than I got.
Yeah, I doubt. They are hilarious though, and a strong breeze will just snap the ropes and off they go, and then it's chaos. So that happened in Spain once.
Chaos.
It was like Balloonfest, only less deadly. Fucking Balloonfest.
Oh god, I remember that.
That was great, Balloonfest. It's dump like 500 tons
The people have to
rubber around everywhere.
Whoever's job it is to clean up the city streets was not happy about that, I bet you.
They destroyed like fishing equipment as it went out onto the lake, and then it just fell in. Someone apparently died as a result because they, at the same time, their ship went haywire and like started to sink, and they got into a boat. They were stuck in like a hard to reach shore. It was freezing cold weather, but the rescue ships couldn't go out to sea to reach them because all the balloons had landed in the lake, and it was just messing up their engines. Like, they died.
Yeah, that would just get in there and clog shit up.
Like, it's something about it in particular. Just like the way it explodes over all the big buildings. This reeks of hubris that I just can't stop laughing about. Fucking Balloonfest. Half tempted to bring it up now, but we have some other stuff to look at.
On the first day, I came onto the set, and then he said, have you read this? I said, yeah. He said, haven't you read it, Marlon? No, I haven't read it. Marlon, why haven't you read it? Well, you know, it might be real crap, and I need the money, you know, so I haven't read it. On the first...
Wow, I would not have recognized him as being Brando if it didn't say that at the bottom.
You never knew that was. You never knew that was.
No, I mean him now. Him speaking just now.
I came onto the set, and then he said, you...
Okay.
He looks so different, right, from what he used to. You know, like he's lost a lot of weight, apparently.
That's not Marlon Brando, you know that, right?
He's making fun of Marlon Brando.
He's telling a story about Marlon Brando.
I thought he was telling a story about himself.
You read this?
That's why he's doing the voice.
I said, yeah. I said, haven't you read it, Marlon? No, I haven't read it. I said, Marlon, why haven't you read it?
Yeah.
Well, you know...
It's Mankar Cameron there.
Crap.
The guy who did the voice from Oblivion.
Okay.
Oh, me back. Ooh, me back. Alright. Does he look like a coke dealer? I'm gonna say yes. Yes, oh definitely.
I look like I sell cocaine.
Yes.
Yes.
As a matter of fact, I think I passed 7 dwarves on the way in here, fam. That snow you sell so white if the cops got called, it feel protected.
Kind of sounds like it in his voice, too.
Yeah, oh, definitely Florida. Definitely Florida, working out of Florida, like Miami or someplace like that.
Mm-hmm.
You find him at the top
this
of
guy's,
like a really fancy VIP room in like a club.
He's going to be in GTA 6.
Hell yeah. Alright, so, okay.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mammies. How are you getting on?
Mammies.
It's Mother's Day in Ireland and the UK. If you're from another country, sorry if I made you panic there. But you can say Happy Mother's Day anyway. It's the least you can fucking do. She gave birth to you. 28 hours my mother was in labour with me. Was it worth it? I'd say she's still trying to figure that out. I was roughly this size when I came out. The doctors have never seen anything like it. God bless her. I'd say she wasn't even sure if I was human, but she raised me like one of her own. Mothers are the most fantastic people on the planet. They give life, they nurture life, and in return, we make that process infinitely more difficult. Whether it's your ma, your mam, your mammy, your mum, your mummy, or your mom, no, that's very Americanized, cut that out. You better not call her by her first name either, that's very disrespectful. Give her her proper fucking title. I hope all the mothers feel very special and appreciated today. We'd be fucking lost without you. You are delicious. And follow me, I'm delicious.
Okay, so you like MILFs. Awesome, I like MILFs too. Well,
it's in the definition, isn't it?
True.
If you don't want them, they're not a MILF.
I wonder if there is an opposite one. Did I ever show this guy?
Who is this fella?
Did I not?
No, I haven't seen this guy.
Okay, I've been following him for a while. Chongqing Punk 2025. I think he looks the spitting image of like a character that Jeff Holiday would play if he ever did like
totally.
skits. Yeah, or
Absolutely.
What was his
I'm
name?
a little confused though because he has a Chinese-looking name, but he do not look Chinese.
He lives in China, as far as I can tell. He's not in Hong Kong and such. The most popular. How they get to you?
Gravity, it's not just a good idea, it's the law for now. I'm Western Toilet. As we all know, the physical constants, being what they are what enabled life to develop in this neck of the universal woods. But are they mess withable after the fact? They can't all be existential threats, but it does kind of seem like this one would be. The way I see it going down is at first anti-gravity is a novelty that you pay to experience as a luxury outing, but then some asshole company would claim it as their own resource. And then we'd all have a gravity bill to pay every month under threat of having all your stuff fly off into the heavens for non-payment. The predictable people would grumble about equity and leaving people out, and the people in power would ignore them like they always do, and talk a big game about innovation moving the country forward. Which country? Does it matter? So basically, your whole life will be held under friendly ransom by the gravity companies, and eventually we'd all get used to it. And people would accept it as the way we've always done things. Until a band of radicals comes along and does some kind of direct action, putting the localized gravity generators at risk. Some will hail them as folk heroes.
So, that gibberish is about average of what he normally talks about.
I like how he takes himself so incredibly seriously with the super serious music and everything.
Oh, the camera angles get wild. It's like if you're stuck on a bus with somebody, like an old hippie who's taken a bunch of pills before sitting down next to you, and you're just stuck listening to him for an 8-hour trip on a Greyhound at like 2 a.m. This is like the shit that's coming out of his mouth.
It's not even like he doesn't have somewhat of a point, because you know, if Big Corpo could get their hands on manipulating gravity, this is what would happen.
Oh, 100%. There'd be payment plans. Hell, they'd have it with breaths. Like, here at Oxo Corp, we believe that, all these happy people
Harry
smiling.
Air.
Yeah.
But the mainstream opinion will be
that
they're criminals. We're expecting the natural world to be free for all to experience.
Ooh, Chinese cop. Creepy.
He's Pop's like, don't engage with the crazy guy talking to himself.
I love as he talks. You just see that old woman from the Irish pub again walk by the camera, realize she's there as he's talking about all this crazy shit.
And how dare they want things to be different? Won't someone think of the prophets? Never mind that studies will show people are long-term more productive for society when they have stable access to free-flowing gravity and other universal concepts. Because watch out, Planck's constant. They're coming for you next. But those are just normal people. They don't have any shareholders, so no one argues their side. Is this the specter of what will be or what might be? It's hard to say. Calvinism would say your destiny is preordained, and nothing that you'll do in the present moment will change what's supposed to happen. But Bill Watterson retired. He doesn't get to drive the conversation any longer. Slap that sticker of Calvin peeing on your truck window and accept the fact that only you can prevent the future. Thank you for coming. Take a donut on your way out.
He's a very interesting man. Like,
I want to start calling this guy Low Rent Spider Jerusalem.
Oh, you can. Frank the Carpenter. When I was a boy.
I'm gonna say something that sounds old and cranky, so hold on to something. I don't like the way that holiday celebrations have stretched out so long that we're perpetually running for president. Holoflation, I call it. It wasn't like this when I was a boy. It just robs a little of the magic charm. The sales start for the next consumption fest, before the dishes have dried from the last one. Have you bought your Valentine's Day indulgences yet? Here's 60 things to drive her crazy. Number 1, rabies. I'm gonna
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
And again, I found this guy through the YouTube algorithm throwing out random shit. But the first time I did it, I swear that was like Sophane there. I was like, "Oh, is he doing stuff again?" But no, yeah, I just love listening to him because I can't follow him in bits and bobs. But when all the jumble comes together, it creates a unified point, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, I can see the logic."
And who doesn't love a good rabies joke?
Rabies joke in the year of our Lord 2025, current year argument.
Mm-hmm.
What's the most popular short he did? When they're before their time.
Sometimes we give writers and artists the designation of before their time because they see something coming that'll take the rest of us decades to notice. But in some cases, that's just as good as obscurity. Who's going to preserve this work that nobody wants now until somebody does want it? Who's going to dig through our past to find an overlooked gem? Especially as people are just publishing more and more every day. Someone recently figured out there was more music released in 1 week in 2024 than all of 1987. Well, we better quit our jobs and get listening. Sometimes we give
Wonder how he chooses where he's going to record the next 5 words this time.
I did see a behind the scenes one he recently did where it it was just the blooper reel, but it would also like show his camera crew, which is usually just 2 people, and they have like their cameras and their phones. They're kind of squatting down. But yeah, they must do like a lot of like urban exploring to find shit like this. Because it is interesting the places he goes to, just because, for starters, in China, you don't see a lot of China. For everyone always talks about it. You never get to see people just wandering around inside China itself, which is kind of cool. Anyway.
China.
Bloop. Bloop. Micky, you doing okay?
Uh-oh.
Have we lost
We
him?
lost our boy.
We got you and we lost him. I don't know if I like this trade.
Hey, no, that's fair. Strangest delivery driver. I'm curious about that one.
Hello everyone, this is
That
your
thumbnail,
daily dose of
the
internet.
thing.
This delivery driver saw this person's cat and...
Oh, while I remember, I'll open this up and quickly also type in...
You stopped it right before we found out what happens to the cat.
It's paused forever. It's not going anywhere.
Oh, forever no. That means it won't unpause.
I'm not sure why, but they started
Forever
liking it.
came. It's a Christmas miracle.
Itty.
Small.
What?
Don't do that.
She has no idea that she has a hole in her gas tank.
Don't do
That seems...
Oh, we
That
saw
seems
that.
worse for him.
You
Like,
want
that's
a race?
really unhygienic, guy.
I'll catch you. I love your suits. Come on, guys, make my night.
Whoever designed this water slide needs to go to jail.
Oh god, that looks like it would hurt. Oh Jesus. Welcome to the Punisher.
Hey, what's up? Hey, what's up?
Oh hell yeah.
This U.S. Army soldier just graduated, and according to tradition, they can't move until a family member touches them. So her brother decided to not touch her to see what would happen.
Do you want some? Do you want some?
These Oreos look pretty good, don't they?
Do you want some? Look at that little hat. Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at
That facial expression.
Are you
He was getting
smiling?
murdered,
Are you
right?
smiling, soldier?
I don't think you're supposed to be smiling.
You're not supposed to be doing nothing.
So this is a nightmare elevator situation.
I've been there.
Oh, that's...
Whoa.
Wow.
Oops.
That looked
This guy knows how to make his voice sound like an echo.
This part is where they film. More trouble come on that 555. Where Lucan versus Kitana. Here, in this beach.
Fun fact.
Okay, that is a very specific trait. Also cool that they're in the Mortal Kombat beach. Man Island.
If you didn't know this about Samsung phones, every single Samsung phone comes preloaded with an image of a chihuahua. I swear to God. Every single one of them. Look.
He was trying to predict when...
I'm all for this, Chihuahua infiltration, but why?
lightning would strike.
Ó o trovão. Olha o trovão.
What?
So I guess iguanas are actually terrifying.
Hey, Lappy, I got you a stuffed animal. Oh.
Oh.
Okay.
Puff, no.
A few days
bad
ago,
Puff.
there was a rocket launch that left
Jets
behind a
roll.
really weird phenomenon. It's called a blue spiral, and it's caused by frozen rocket fuel.
Ooh. How many, like, conspiracy nuts would look up at that and just cream their pants?
All of them. All of them. That's obviously aliens.
No,
Is this
that's a
Odin?
bird. That's a bird.
We're not doing tickle tickles?
Tickle, tickle.
Good boy.
I just found out that gas stations have this really cool fire
That
extinguishing
is
mechanism in
totally
place.
definitely Odin. Whoa.
That would make for a great gig location.
I'm driving away fast if I see that.
Hey, welcome back, Mickey.
Yeah, you vanished. We were scared.
Oh, sorry, I kind of fell asleep. Not gonna lie.
That's all right. This is kind of a. I'm not in the best headspace. Grendar came in technically early, but also technically late. And
Right on time. Thank you very much.
A wizard. Okay.
Yes.
Come here.
This truck has a TV screen that allows you to see what's in front of the truck.
Wow. My distracted ass would just be like.
Yeah.
Maybe forgetting.
I mean, that's kind of useful in a way. Trying to judge traffic or whatever.
Yes.
Good for you.
What was that about? Whoa.
This has to be
Why?
the greatest dancing robot in the world.
Ooh.
Jazz dancing without jazz just seems sad in some way.
It does.
Whoa! They couldn't have put down like just a generic tune.
Oh.
This guy was flying a kite that looked like a bird, and his eagle had to check it out.
Kill it. Kill it. Destroy.
He tried to out-AI the AI.
Can I get a number 9 3-piece combo? Large?
Which drink? Fixin' and dipping sauce.
My drink, a Pepsi. My fixin', fries. My dipping sauce, ranch.
He sounds like Jimmy from South Park. What's it, guys?
Would you like to add bowberry cobbler for $1.99?
Absolutely not.
This guy has incredible
What a
wisdom.
great audience. Boink, boink, boink. Boink, boink, boink. One. Oh.
Damn.
So this is pretty interesting.
Oh, I had to go higher than that, right? Before they fell? Well, like pushing 50, 60. See how
Artists
crazy
decided to put in seesaws on the border between the United States and Mexico.
Nice.
Oh, Trump. This will be what people will remember you for.
I'm not sure how
Excuse to have
something like
fun in
this
your
is
sins.
even possible, but she somehow baked hollow cookies.
Whoa. On purpose or by accident?
They were just trying to record a romantic moment in Italy.
Romantic moment by the giant direction.
So this is pretty trippy. An artist made a realistic vase out of paper.
Whoa.
And for some reason, she's cuddling it like a snake.
I feel like this toaster is really poorly designed.
Yeah, I can't see what problem with wow, wouldn't have seen that happening. In fact, why was he must have known that was gonna happen. Why didn't he just stand by it? It's on you, buddy.
How designed that thing?
Yeah. No.
She was getting some
My
blood work
duck.
done, and her boyfriend fainted after seeing the needle.
Oh god. Down he goes. Timber!
Oh my god.
Yeah, Tima, you want some cheese?
It's right a chihuahua. Oh no.
All those
That
pictures.
little dog is, that
Their
little dog
dog
is a
fell
cannibal now.
to his hole, and he tried pushing it back out.
Hole.
The movie's lied to us.
He's not doing a little dance, and I don't see.
This makeup artist
Aw.
Oh.
Whoa.
Her face looked like it's made of yarn.
Okay. That's the Mrs.
Holy
Doubtfire face pack. It's just all the cream.
Bye-bye.
That village at the base of that, the base of that cliff. They're dead now.
You can see the exact moment when this dog realizes that they're trying to help.
Oh, barabar. चला गया. ओए अहमदाबाद में बात चल पता लग गया भैन चोद नु.
There you go. Good dog. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
These kids kept ding-dong dishing their house, but they were ready this time.
Ding-dong dish?
Who still does this?
That is the end of this video. Hopefully I made
I got him.
I'm rather impressed with kids today still doing that.
Oh, it's classic. They're always going to do that.
Now, there was one he saw, it was about his ferrets.
Billions of pieces of anime art. Hold on, go back up. Billions of pieces of anime art lording over all of it.
You think AI is going to replace software devs? No. No, definitely not. I think there's a lot of corporate dipshits that think that it is. And if they decide to fire a whole bunch of devs and then replace them with AI, I think really quickly that shit's not going to work. And it's going to be really funny for all the devs. Yeah, AI is going to replace shovelware devs. AI is going to fill up Steam with dog shit. AI is going to make the mobile market filled with garbage. AI is going to make scams a lot better.
So no
and more
changes
effective.
then.
AI is going to produce billions of pieces of anime art. As an example, I go to Google, anime girl. I look at images. 99% of this is AI. The other thing it's going to do is it's going to be used very heavily to prey on elderly folks. Go to Facebook, look at any of the top posts that are being posted on Facebook right now. You know what you'll find? AI bullshit that people think is real. They just don't know any better. That's what I think AI is going to do. It's going to take the dredges, the slop, the garbage, and it's going to do that faster than anyone else can. Nothing else. You think AI is going to...
Yeah.
Speaking of AI, have you been enjoying the great giblification of the internet recently?
I've seen people get outraged by it, as well they should. And I even
depends.
saw...
I mean, you can have some fun giggles with it as long as you're not trying to sell anything you're doing with it. Did you see the post I made of Mike Tyson giblified?
No. That on
I posted it on the thing for content.
Oh, okay. Dude, let me have
Mike Tyson giblified himself, and it's beautiful.
Woo!
Whoa.
Sneeze.
Gesundheit.
Content. So the pennies thing. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's glorious.
Ain't it?
And he posted that himself. Like I guess he went out and had it generated for himself.
My
happy place. Look at him.
Oh.
Mike Tyson Ghibli.
I want to see... Did you ever see those compilations of Studio Ghibli food making preparation scenes?
No, I didn't. But some of my favorite ones that I've seen lately are like people turning memes into Ghibli. Like the lady yelling at the cat at the dinner table.
Oh, yeah, I've seen that.
Girl angry at her boyfriend because he's looking at another girl meme.
Mm-hmm.
And even the, I don't know if it has a name, but you know, the classic little girl looking at a burning house, then turning her head and grinning.
I've seen that one, yeah.
That's been Ghiblified too. Oh, it's so good. I don't know these ones you mentioned though.
Well, no, these were actual like scenes from the shows, but now I want like a version of that that's set to really soft music, and it's just the daily routine of Mike Tyson working with the birds, just maintaining their cages and like checking on their health and all that, all to like really soft, relaxing music. That would be pretty dope.
Yeah.
Guys, look what my...
Here's the Firehouse Girl one. They're so good. I'm all in favor of this trend as long as people are just doing it for a giggle.
Sure.
And not trying to sell whatever they're doing. She doesn't look sinister enough, though. The original actual meme GIF, she looks real sinister.
You see the original girl? She came back years later to the same spot and reshot the bit.
Oh, do you have that somewhere?
Yeah, let me see if I can find the...
Yeah, then again, on the other hand, I feel like I don't know if you can make people look sinister with Ghibli style. It's so soft and gentle.
There she is there. Disaster Girl. Adult reach.
There was a spider. It's gone now.
There she is.
Oh, laughing in front of another fire, eh?
Or things change. Well, you know, like you see that, and there's a good chance you're going to develop some sort of pyromania. You know.
True. Well, they say fake it till you make it works both ways. If you ironically do something for long enough, it becomes true.
Yeah. At what point is it a mask or is it your actual face?
Or it becomes your actual face kind of thing, right?
It's a mochi machine.
What the hell?
You put in the rice.
I'm not a fan of
It
mochi.
steams it. Time to become mochi.
Wiggly.
It's done.
Because of course everything in Japan is made out of rice.
Non-stick. Hell yeah.
It might
Non-stick
be a
versus
little
very
bit too
stick.
liquidy. I'm no mochi expert. They're not the prettiest, but I hope my neighbor likes them. Guys, look what my neighbor gave me.
Neat. At this point now, I'm just thinking, like, will I ever find mochi that I like? But last time I ate it was like 6 years ago, so it's not exactly high on my priority list of foods.
I didn't even know what it was until this video. Like I've heard of it, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't know it was just
Mechanicus,
rice mush.
what about you?
I've never had it.
Not a fan. Well, I suppose you wouldn't know one way or another. Yeah, it's alright. Elf King's a big fan of it. Yeah.
Of course.
There was one...
You're telling me a weeb is a big fan of mochi.
The community of people that watch Unferret Software did something amazing today. One of the things that the community on the Ferret Software channel does is they actually say stuff. You know, hey, something looks wrong. Something is, you know, they have a toy in the cage or some shit like that. Moxie fell on the floor and just got really lethargic and shitty. And Shay was not in the room. The community alerted the moderators. The moderators called us, like, by phone. And Moxie actually was going through what is called a blood glucose crash because she has insulinoma. Likely saved Moxie's life. So thank you for reporting that, because if we wouldn't have gotten to her in time, ferrets can die from that. It happens in ferrets that have insulinoma. It's a very common thing, and if you don't catch it soon enough, it can cause permanent damage or death. So thank you. Moxie's totally fine. She, you know, came out of the crash. She got honey for it. You did awesome. So
and she got honey, so, you know, win-win for everyone. Yeah, he got yelled at by someone in his chat who was like, it's so weird that you abuse these animals for streaming. And he's like, we run a ferret shelter. Like, I have like, the donations go in.
Now, now we have documented evidence the camera has saved a life.
Okay, let's go and do our beloved Ordinary.
Ordinary sausage part 2.
Yeah.
Printer ink sausage. Oh god.
Okay, we'll do that for the sausage.
I have a question. What the fuck is Skyline chili?
Oh, I know I've heard of the brand.
Oh, actually, I'd rather see teriyaki sausage rather than printer ink. Because what the fuck?
Okay. So that and the
chubby kitty. Yeah, that's whatever Skyline sausage or chili is. I've never heard of that.
Well, hey there, folks, and welcome back. I guess teriyaki or Japanese fish-shaped tea biscuits. This one I think's busted. This one I also think is busted. These sound good. We'll do one taiyaki sausage strawberry
It's the
flavored,
same.
and we'll do one taiyaki sausage pirate flavored. And with special thanks
Pirate
to Discord
flavored?
member Scourge for this lovely sausage and
So,
That sounds like some cannibalism to me.
rum and syphilis flavored.
ingredient donation. Uh-huh. And
the scurvy.
Well, I mean, let's try it. Oh, we have something similar like this in America. It's just not fish shaped. They're wafer cookies.
Yeah.
There we go. That's more like what it's supposed to look
Cookies are
like.
good.
First batch will do strawberry.
Okay, but it kind of takes away the mystery, right?
How dare he?
Yoink. And now for the chocolate fishies. I know which one's the chocolate one. Now with sweet sausages, you don't need much seasoning. You just need salt and a pick of peppers.
Pick a peppers. Pick a peppers.
Look for the sausage recipes, those simple sausage recipes. Waterless. And 3,
No,
2,
we sold water.
1.
We like.
Let's sausage.
Oh.
Oh, damn. Getting creative. He's getting wild.
With special thanks to today's Mark Boxalo box.
No! No! That's a wrong picture.
This guy! How did you get this shot from my old kitchen? What episode was that? Do you live in my old house? That's a very feet-accurate photo. Kudos for the investigatory work. This will it blow his breath?
This is Sausage took his picture at night.
So will it blow? Direct hit right on the heel. Not a lot of spread, but I'll give it
I
some
feel
points
like
for accuracy. I'm gonna have to give that one
charging
a
for
12.
this.
3 Mark Ruffalos. Okay,
Where's
here
the-
we go. Oh, we got a bird. The strawberry one's done. All right, just come with me. Call it a hunch, but I think I have an idea which sausage is going to be better than the other one. So let's open them up and see how we did. Okay, here we go. Well, happy days are here again, because they're both not very good. This tastes like chocolatey porky mush, and this tastes like a slightly better strawberry porky sausage. The texture of this one's all wrong. I don't know what the chocolate did, but it messed it up. The texture for the strawberry one's fine. They both just don't taste good at all. The chocolate one tastes like almost chocolate, and the strawberry one tastes like artificial pork. Those biscuits might be good for tea, but they're not good for sausaging. So I'll give the chocolate one a half a point, and I'll give the strawberry one a 1.5 out of 5. So I'm gonna have to give the taiyaki sausage a combined total of 1 out of 5.
Oh.
Bop, 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 bop.
Those sausages.
Bear sausages, those simple bear sausages. See, I did it both ways.
No one asked you to.
The
I think you did it
tarantula.
both ways.
Where was that? There's a mental. Oh, the tarantula. Oh, God, with the leg.
I'm just remembering it.
Yeah.
That was the gift that kept on giving.
Every time it was like, oh, you're finished. Oh, I can see a bit of it in there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The menthol sausages, which just feels like he's like flaring up the old like crack pipe. Whenever I see this, I'm literally making this out of crack.
We're gonna be making a traditional Skyline chili 3-way.
So it's a
only
brand
in
name, I
waffle
see.
form. You start off with a spaghetti base.
Why spaghetti?
No! Then you add the chili, and then you add the copious amounts of shreddy chetty, and then you make a smush.
Plenty of
Use
cheese.
this Pringle can to smush it down. Well, it's
use the chili
drippy.
can.
I would mostly describe it as being drippy. I can tell you right now that I'm never going to be able to get that out of the cracks.
Mood.
Are you excited as I am? Well, is it
Mild interest at best.
or is it done? These are really. Oh, that's electrical.
Yeah, idiots.
Emergency. It's that halfway point between looking delicious and absolutely disgusting that mesmerizes me the most.
Right.
Here we go. Well, unfortunately, all the sauce boiled right out of it, so it's actually very dry. And I like me a sloppy chili that still has some Skyline chili flavor in it, just nearly not as much as it normally would. So I'm gonna have to give the waffled Skyline chili a 3 out of 5.
Bop, 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 bop.
Is that a common brand of chili in the States?
I remember some of it.
I've never seen Skyline, but I don't eat that much chili.
Maybe it's relatively local to him. I don't know.
Well, Skyline is the big thing in Chicago. Like, it's a big roadway, and so maybe it's a particular type.
The restaurant company, Skyline Chili, is a chain of Cincinnati restaurants based in Ohio.
Oh.
Okay. Never heard of this.
Oh, Lyle.
Oh, and they do sell, I guess, cans of stuff. So
I had my boyfriend over, and I had dirty dishes everywhere. And I put the dirty dishes in a closet so he wouldn't see them. Sometimes you can only address problems, not in a final matter. You know, you get to it eventually.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Not out of mind, actually. It was giving me a lot of anxiety, having dirty dishes in a closet.
Oh.
You know
Spiders
what?
were
I'm
happy.
now
Mine, though.
realizing every time I go over to his place, there are a lot of dishes in the sink. So I probably don't need to be hiding them in closets.
I don't think you do either.
I had my
I think
She had an epiphany.
he did. Oh, that or else she's going to turn it on him. She's going to keep her dirty dishes hid, but start yelling at him to do better.
Mm-hmm.
And
no, it doesn't sound like it. I don't think that's what she's gonna do. Some people would do that.
I'm taking the renegade path, and you're taking the paragon path.
Yeah.
I want there to be more chaos with my gecko.
Shout out to that game for having an alignment system that wasn't just the good path and the evil path. It was just more like the sweet boy path and the aggressive jerk path.
All right, really curious because he did this with the. He did this.
Today we're taking Monster, fermenting it into wine, and distilling it into liquor.
You see, that's the part.
The first guy does not look like somebody who would make this moonshine. The second guy definitely does.
Okay, so this guy made a bunch of Mountain Dew meads, and in the comments, tons of people were talking about codes, as you do. And I think he responded to one or two of them where he just said, I had to check out on this Cobes guy, and yeah, no.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I won't be addressing it.
Since the dawn of time, man has
Look
been
at
driven
that
by
beard.
energy and danger.
Jeez.
One day, some maniac looked upon a can of Monster Energy and saw
Energy.
something greater.
There it
Thus, Monster Wine was born. It didn't stop there. The bold soul gathered his similarly deranged companions and shared his creation. Then, they decided to take it one step further.
By
What
pissing.
followed despises most. It can only be described as a curse to humanity, which legend calls Monster Shine.
Monster Shine. Where did I think we'll skip Buff tonight, because I want to...
Once again, we've proven that man is the real monster.
True. We see the glory of nature, and we're like, nah, we could fuck that up way better.
Or way more, anyway.
Now, in order for an experiment of this magnitude to work, we need a ton of monster, and I couldn't do
I'm
it
getting
on my own.
Mythbusters
So I
vibes.
flew to New Zealand to get the help from a world-renowned distiller and some other so-called experts in the field. The
Emmett, yeah,
plan
that
is
guy's
simple.
definitely an
Run
Emmett.
a
I
huge
believe
amount of
that.
monster into alcohol, and then run it through a still to concentrate that alcohol into a spirit. Now, if you're truly a fan of Monster, you might want to watch till the end because I'm doing a massive giveaway with things you.
Yeah, in fact, just for that, I am bumping you up by 1 point. I'm punishing you, actually.
So be sure to stick around. Now Now, luckily, we weren't limited to using only canned Monster. We also used a condensed Monster syrup, which not only made our lives a whole lot easier, but there actually are some other benefits as well. The benefit of the syrup is, obviously, the syrup isn't carbonated, it doesn't have that carbonic acid, so hopefully we can get a smoother final product in the end.
Carbonic acid bad. No carbonic acid good. Better tasting.
Plus, with the syrup...
Awesome! Why are you using Monster? Seriously. Like, at that point, all quality is out the window.
We can get a higher starting sugar content, which is referred to as the specific gravity.
Dude, it's like I am getting a contact high off this.
We still had to add water to find that right ratio, but essentially more sugar means more alcohol.
All right, so
all the energy drinks,
gravity's too low,
it's
you
this. I
can't
can't
raise
stand
the
this
time a
stuff the
little bit.
most.
You can't pull more alcohol out of something.
They're just using a syrup. It's not really.
If the gravity's too high,
It is one of the nastier ones, but it's not as bad as Red Bull.
Fermentation or
Red
We
Bull.
had a chat about this beforehand, and we figured about 1075.
Red Bull's too strong.
is probably what we wanted
I
to
can't
aim
stand
for.
it.
It's kind of in the middle.
That puts us around 10% ABV.
It's just like
fermentation alone.
being punched in the
Assuming
face
all
with
those
sugar.
spoiler alert, it doesn't, but I'll talk about that in a second. So besides sugar, the acidity is also something we need to adjust, because in case you didn't know, Monster is very acidic, and we need to balance that out, otherwise this won't be a conducive environment for our yeast to ferment. Now there may be other things we probably could have done to try to make this a bit more hospitable, but we just decided to add our nutrients and some reliable brewing yeast and let this go to town. So just like in my original video, we let this sit to ferment for a few days to slowly transform into alcohol. And this is usually where you'd stop if you're making mead or wine from home.
Holy shit.
I feel like I'm not doing it right. Is this some sick joke?
Footage I've ever had.
It doesn't want to be
If I were to
seen.
give somebody who's struggling, I would say...
I'm hideous, don't look at me.
Once I
I
finally
am
got this
full.
thing
Stop
out the
chasing me.
bucket,
I'm full of
we
chocolate.
taste and measure the alcohol.
Cheers.
In some countries, they'd be married now.
It tastes like Monster.
It tastes exactly like Monster, with a little bit of alcohol. And a little bit was right, because all we were able to muster up was about 2.5%.
We're always optimistic that it's just going to be. It'll be so much easier to do it the easy way.
I want to know how fast you are, how strong you are, how many pull-ups you can do, how much you can bench, and your zodiac sign.
In no particular order. Very, Aries, yes. 43.5. Your mom, your dad, your mom and dad at the same time.
How about now? So we said this got up to around 3%.
Okay, I guess I'm still a little stoned because I just had a weird trip about this crazy overcompensating tomboy girl doing a weird skit. Did that actually just happen?
I enjoyed the energy here.
Oh, good. So that at least happened.
What do you expect it to finish out at?
It's a bit of an unknown, man. Like, I haven't distilled something this low in percentage in a long time, and I don't think I've ever done it on a still setup quite like this. I'm still hoping we can push 40%.
Really? 40%?
I hope.
Okay.
You think we'll get any Monster flavor in the final product?
Oh, yeah.
When this goes through the still, what are we going to be left with?
We're going to be left with a clear distillate. All the color will stay behind, and we're going to strip out a lot of the water. Hopefully we'll be able to collect a lot of the alcohol. You never know what's going to make it through and what's not. I can't really tell what Monster actually tastes like, so it's kind of hard to predict.
Are you at all worried that this is going to completely ruin your reputation?
These guys did a really good job of that last time they were here, so my name is already dirt, sir.
So now we are going to distill this Monster wine and essentially concentrate as much of the alcohol as we can. If you're not familiar with how this process works, because
It looks like the ooze that turned the turtles into the bunch of ninjas, yeah.
Because I wasn't. Basically, all of the wine is heated up at the base, and since alcohol has a lower boiling point than water, you can heat it up to a point where it's mostly alcohol evaporated. Then it gets condensed and sent back down as a liquid, which is what we'll be collecting in jars. Seems pretty simple.
So everything below here is the same as a pot still.
Right.
We're still going to boil the stuff we fermented
the
down
Monster
here.
mash.
So it's going to come up through this column just like it did in the pot still, turn some of that vapor back into
That's
liquid
a
and send it
cool
back down this way. Essentially what we have is a little mini distillation. Fermentation didn't go entirely to plan because the ABV is so low down here. We've added a third one in so we can try and get something up the top that
Got it.
is at least 40% ABV. You know?
Yeah.
As the world's foremost expert on making shitty Monster wine, why do
No,
you think-
no. Oh, he knew he was thinking of Cobes there when he said that. Like, no, there is another.
entirely ferment.
Well, the issue with Monster that I've seen when I'm trying to ferment it is obviously the acidity and then the preservatives, which we tried to tackle using the syrup. We added dry yeast immediately to that. A lot of the times that can send yeast into shock if they're not acclimated and hydrated. When I successfully made the Monster wine, I created a separate yeast starter, gave them a few days to create a huge colony of yeast that were beginning to ferment. We also added a ton of yeast nutrients right away. We didn't kind of strategically step feed it. I've noticed step feeding and mead making significantly speeds up the fermentation process.
I did that with a giant Manuka honey ferment on Charlie's advice, and it went nuts. Fermented that dry in like 4 days.
So in short, we didn't exactly do things by the book, but at least we've got some alcohol to work with.
A lot of waiting.
Distilling.
Yeah.
Lots of waiting.
Yeah.
I turned the camera on for this.
One eternity later.
All right, the still's been balanced out for quite a while now. Hopefully we've got some high-proof liquor up top. Let's open up the reflux condenser a little and we can start collecting our delicious, tasty Monster Shine over this side.
I think the
I
Monster...
wonder if it'll taste at all like Monster, or will it just be this ethanol?
I want to guess no.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably not. Who knows?
Into
Though,
sugar.
It started melting my brain.
Stay in school, kids. Don't drink Monster.
It's actually decent.
Oh, so it smells like Monster.
Right?
I think like orange.
Yeah,
What's wrong?
it smells better than Monster. Dude, if you turned Monster into a bubblegum, it would taste like that.
It smells like sweet.
That exists. It's called Hubba Bubba, and it is addictive. So much so that you chew the whole pack in like 5 seconds because it's nothing but fruit flavor that destroys your tongue. It's great.
Yeah,
My
it
mouth is
does, it
watering.
does smell sweet. I haven't tasted it yet though.
Don't taste that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit tricky because we're not working with a lot of alcohol, but what we're going to do is collect some 4 shots. In fact, that's enough on it around this size. We'll get that out of the way. If you think of it over time, bad stuff at the beginning, bad stuff at the end, the good stuff's right in the middle. Right now, we're getting through the bad stuff at the beginning.
I don't want to question your skill, but I feel like we have such a small window.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, that is wicked. Have you ever done a bubblegum spirit?
No, but I will.
Have you done a bubblegum mead?
No,
You
but I
should.
will.
Touching weenuses again when you're that close.
So is the final product going to have any caffeine?
Never tested it on anything like this, but the boiling point of caffeine is so high that all guesses would say there will be nothing coming through the pot. So the stuff in the pot down here will be super caffeinated because it'll be concentrated. Yeah.
I can't pinpoint what it is and what's causing that bubblegum flavor.
So the interesting thing about distillation, dude, when you have something that is, you know, maybe 5 or 6 different flavors all put into a can, when you distill it, you might only get one of those flavors at any point in time. The other thing I would suggest is when you're tasting, I found the easiest way to figure things out, like to reference it against something.
Okay.
So what I think we should do is open this up and have a taste, because you may just find that Monster will never taste the same to you again. Like, I'm
Really?
dead serious after this. The bubblegum thing now.
The thing that stands out to me is the acidity of this. Like it's way, way more acidic than the spirit.
Huh, yeah.
And that's like totally taking over for me now. I can see where the bubblegum comes from. So it turns out that running a still is a lot more complicated than I expected, and there really is an art to it, especially when doing an unconventional product like this. It was fascinating observing the flavor changes over time, but even more impressive watching Jesse, the wizard that he is, knowing exactly when to replace jars based on taste alone. It's pretty mind-blowing. But eventually the distilling came to an end, Jesse consolidated the good spirits, separating the bad ones, and now all that's left to do is proof this down with water so that we have something drinkable and see how it actually turned out.
Boo! You just lost me there at the end. It's like you just slaughtered 20% of your own children. No, you keep it at 60%. It needs to be defilely bad. It needs to hurt you. Then you know it's real shine.
Cap, we took Monster Energy, we fermented it,
That's
now
true.
we distilled it, and this is the product of distilled Monster Energy.
At 40% ABV.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
I didn't know that was possible.
Are you ready to unleash the beast?
Let's do it. Cheers. Wow.
Dude, it's like good.
It's like liquid bubblegum.
Oh my gosh, am I garbage?
That is actually, like, it's kind of out there, but it's not bad.
It's out there, yes, but that is not bad.
Considering what it is, it's an A+.
Holy
like,
crap.
For sure.
In fact, it was so good, we even invited Kyle and Emmett.
I like how his mouth's completely gone. It's just beard now.
Yeah. No mouth.
A walrus. Who gave that walrus a shirt and a hat?
Why could they not use this guy as the template for the dwarfs in Snow White? That would have been the fucking shit.
Instead of the walking heads with arms and legs.
Whenever I see them, I just think of one word: bulbous. Just bulbous. This guy, hell yeah.
Taste. Cheers, man. But their palates may be a bit underdeveloped because they didn't appreciate it the way we did.
Dude, I don't know if I was jumping right into it.
It's like 9 in the morning. Like a citrus bubblegum liquor.
You're exactly right.
Yeah, totally.
Straight alcohol. If we worked on this, and we did this 3 or 4 more
Yeah,
times,
sure.
you could bottle this and sell it.
We did
Yeah,
put this
yeah.
in a sherry cask and age it for about 8 years.
I think if you gave this to somebody, like a blind taste test, I don't know if anybody would be able to identify that this came from Monster.
I mean, for what it is, it's way better than I thought it would be.
That's interesting.
I really want to pour some Monster.
Dude, let's do it.
let's do it.
That's good now. That's yum. If that was cold and more carbonated, I would actually be legitimately into that. All right, team, I'm going to say mission 100% completed here.
Respect. Yeah, finally, Monster has a use other than as an emergency fuel supply for your car.
Yeah. Nasty stuff.
Horrid stuff. Anyway, shall we wrap it up here?
It's
It's a 2-hour mark.
it's about It's about that relative time compared to when you started.
Yeah, I really just I want to do I want to go outside on the balcony and have a joint and then crawl into bed with a book and sleep. That's what I want to do right now.
We need to get rid of this fucking time change bullshit. It just confuses things, especially when not everybody does it at the same time.
Right, I still have to go and reset my clock here. It's off by an hour, which is probably the main reason why it all got fucked up. But hopefully next week it won't be so bad. So yeah, Grandar, you're up first.
And you know, the usual thing. Stuff.
Is that it? Yeah. Link, doobly, do.
Yeah.
Mickey?
You know, the thing, and I do have a TikTok, though. If you type in Mickey Richards on TikTok, you get to see more shenanigans and keyboard jams and other weird puppet videos.
Hell yeah.
Sounds
I
very
got a Ruth
Mickey to
Bader
me.
Ginsburg puppet plush.
Oh dear.
I got for free. Oh, and recently I got a Ernie from Sesame Street. That'll
Yeah,
be
those
fun.
two sound like they'd be natural friends together.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Link again, doobly do. Although Mickey, if you send me your TikTok, I'll post it up after this goes live. So anyone who wants to see it, check the description. As for me, I'm getting back into the swing of things. Expect Final Fantasy 2 in the next 72 hours. At some point, I'll stream that for you guys. Until then, all I can guarantee is the next stream that is happening is this time next week, when Magicus is joining us, aka Krendar of the South. And
South Star.
South Star. Not too far south, because then you get town. Well, then you can be
I mean, a little bit. I mean, I'm not exactly directly on the border or anything, so.
But yeah, I've gotten a few new people coming in this month coming, and yeah.
Ooh, new people.
Yeah, I'll talk about that after the stream with you, But for me, yeah, it's just been a bit of a DOS episode. So meh, I say.
Yeah.
Drink water, even if it's incredibly expensive blue glass bottled water. You dunk your face in, then wipe off.
Drink it after you've dunked your face in it. Get all that good face flavor in there.
Absolutely.
Greasing the sweat off and then drink it all.
Yeah.
If you wanna,
only after you've done your workout.
Including your 4 minutes freezing above the pool in slow-mo.
Yes. That's very tiring. That's a good workout.
Defying gravity for that long?
Yeah.
Really
I mean, your whole body is
nothing
getting
but
used. So
yeah. Yeah.
not an ounce of fat if you just keep on at it. Alright. Bye, everyone.